We need to learn how to make space for peace. And this is really important because in our design, in our nature, we all practice searching in our lives for this secret, this thing that'll help us break through and reach whatever that is, whether it's creating a home out of our house, building relationships with people, building our network, reaching our goals of success, whatever that means to us, getting what we want out of life. And it's different for everyone, their cultures, their religions. But when people don't feel a sense of meaning or purpose or identity, it's also in our nature to end up distracting ourselves with pleasure and things that satisfy us for instant gratification that never actually itch that scratch that we want for happiness. And it results in us feeling unhappy, discomfort, displeasure, anxiety, stress, all of those burdens in life that weigh on our shoulders that shouldn't necessarily do just that. And in this search for some secret, something out there, it's much simpler than we make it out to be, because what we're searching for is God. God delivers that passion and God delivers that meaning. God moves mountains and God's love is our hope. They say to come and be with God, to come and know God. And that is the search we need to be on, because on that search, on that journey where we're aligning with God and God's timing and what God tells us, we got to have open eyes for these signs displayed in our lives. We need to do just that. We need to look for God. We need to read and learn and pray and build a relationship and be aware and continue that search, because you never reach 100% on this search. You might get 1% better over time and you keep on building, but that's an endless cycle of growth. Some might even say it's a uphill battle. We're rolling this big old boulder uphill. And yes, it's hard, but life's hard. And it's much harder when you don't have God's love on your side and you're being sinful. And what sin means is to miss the mark. And we need to live for God and share God's glory and share God's love. And why not? if this is our chance, because one day God will judge us with his authority and he'll judge us to a standard, because he knows our heart. He knows what we're capable of. And if we know better, there's no excuses. So what you're searching for, it's much simpler than that. God still has more for you and I. And the ache that you feel isn't necessarily failure, it's divine pursuit for identity, for purpose, for passion. It's soul hunger. And that ache just means something's missing, or that we're possibly lost, walking in the dark in this clouded mist, and we're lost without God. Just that. And then it gets back to distractions and instant gratification and earthly things that we want. Not things that we need, just wants that we have. And it's also in our nature to be greedy people and selfish and arrogant. But the truth is that we're wired for this search and it's in our design, but it's up to us to come down to what actually matters here in the bigger picture. Because like I said, a distraction is just that. And God is our purpose. And delivers that passion and the mission that we're on here, on this journey that we all share. So it's up to us to look and live for God, and search for God, and grow that relationship. That's what we're on a search for. And to make a pleasant experience for everybody so we could continue growing. They said today at Sunday school to let patience have its perfect work. And I agree with that. I had to stop everything I was doing and write that down so I wouldn't forget it. Because we're on God's timing. We talk about that periodically here on this channel, and I want to make it more so the case. But just think deeply about it. Think about it deeper, because we're searching. And what we're searching for matters. It matters a lot. It matters what you focus your time on and your actions and your energy. Because if you're putting it in the wrong place, you end up with the wrong results. And you're always wrong if you're without God.